Hi, I am Suresh Advocate. Today I am going to discuss with you about economical impact of coronavirus and chances of financial emergency in our country. Coronavirus is not only a public world health emergency, it also threatens global economic. All the TV channels are discussing about this issue only. Today I am also going to discuss about this with you. Due to coronavirus, we are all facing economical threat worldwide. Will the effort taken by the government to avoid spread of coronavirus save us from the economical consequences of COVID-19 too? Do you think so? I will make you understand even more clearly. India is trading with major countries like US, China, Saudi Arabia, UAE, Iraq. For example, I am taking China to explain more clearly about trading flow because as we trade more with China, China has suspended flight and closed its factories. Obviously, it has affected imports and exports. Therefore, it affects supply and demands and also a lot of changes in consumer spending. This is what happening globally with all other trading partners. Now coming to the affecting sectors. The affecting sectors are manufacturing, airline, tours and travels, etc. The mainly affecting sector is tours and travels. If a city mainly depends on tours and travels, for example, we will take Goa. As this coronavirus has affected tours and travels to the core, this is what we call global economy. As we think the situation for all over India, if recession period is short term means we can manage. But what happens if the recession period is for long term? Definitely our India will struggle. Am I right? So our constitution already made to face this kind of situation to tackle the problem arising in unity, integrity, security, sovereignty. This has been provided under Part 18 of our Indian Constitution as emergency provision from Article 352 to 360. In emergency provision, mainly three types of emergency are there. One, national emergency. Second, state emergency or president's rule. Third, financial emergency. First, national emergency. It has occurred three times in our country. First, when India-China war. Second, when India-Pakistan war. Third, due to internal disturbance. Second, state emergency or president rule. It has occurred many times in our country. In case of failure of constitutional machinery or any political reason, this state emergency can apply. Third one is financial emergency. Till now, the financial emergency has not been called, but it was thought to be called in year 1991 in a situation balance of payment crisis. Today, India has been changed a lot than India was in 80s and 90s. At the time, 21 sectors has been under government control. We have faced many wars like India and China, India, Pakistan. We spend more on war defense equipment for our security. For buying this war defense equipment, we seek loan from international bankers. We spend 14% of money from national budget for this loan interest. Due to this situation only, the financial emergency was thought to be called. Because of this situation, balance of payment crisis year 1991, our Indian government thought of three things. First, currency minting. Second, international help. Third, domestic source. First, currency minting. What is currency minting? Currency minting is nothing but to release of new currency. If this option was in practice, it would have led to increase our country's inflation. So government had left this option out. Second one is international help. Our financial system has already gone down due to paying international loan interest. So, thought of seeking international help also being withdrawn. Third one is domestic source. Government thought to seek help from our people itself, but our country financial inflation was down. So, this thought also being withdrawn. So by this time only, Mr. Manmohan Singh and Montek Singh Ahluwalia has brought the LPG policy. LPG policy means liberalization, privatization and globalization. Through this policy, the foreign companies can invest in our country. Due to this policy, whole market under the government has received constant FDI. FDI means foreign direct investment. So the government has lost its control over major sectors and allowed the private sectors. By this way only, in the situation balance of payment crisis in year 1991 was rectified. As now we are all aware of, section 144 is for curfew. Likewise, Article 360 is for national financial emergency in our country. Now let's see the procedure for applying Article 360. Article 360 gives the power to President to invoke financial emergency when there is a threat to financial stability or credit in a country or particular state. Now coming to the technical part of the financial emergency. Once the financial emergency has been issued by President, it should be approved by both houses of parliament within 2 months. If the houses has not approved financial emergency, the financial emergency will be terminated. If the houses has been approved financial emergency, there is no maximum time period. It can extend up to any number of days, month, years. Now you are asking me when it will come to an end. Am I right? The power to end financial emergency is also given to President. Now let's see effects of financial emergency. What will happen if the financial emergency has come into force? First, money bill or financial bill for all state will be held for President consideration. Then, Union Executive instruct the state executive that which financial standard has to be adopted and how to function and how to maintain the financial discipline. Then, Union will instruct the state to reduce the salary, pension, allowance of person who working under their control. Union can also reduce the salary, pension, allowance of person who working under their control. In addition to that, Union can also reduce the salary of High Court and Supreme Court judges. Actually, before this financial emergency, many states has reduced the salary of person who working under their control. I can't imagine what will happen in upcoming days. I hope everything will be fine. I hope you find this video useful to some extent. Be safe. Take care.